Good evening, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andre, the host of our channel. I am at my buddy Wally's house. As you guys know, Wally and I met that one day we decided to race his awesome Z06 against the Evo. I was at the gas station and I was filling up my E85 and I see a Corvette pull up and he's pumping E85 and that thing was a beast. Let's hear this thing in action. Yeah. I'm about to get destroyed. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you guys check it out. It is linked right up here. So rewind after you watch this entire video and click on that link. It'll take you guys right to the vlog of how I met Wally. You know, Wally's a very generous guy. He has a really nice trailer, which is right over here. And this is his monster truck. It's the GMC Sierra AT4 HD 2500 diesel. It can tow a freaking house if it wanted to. Beautiful truck. He's let me borrow this a couple times since we've met, and this trailer he's let me borrow more than a couple times. And this trailer we're going to be using today, well, it's nighttime, so tomorrow, to haul the Viper up north to this guy that I met on Instagram, actually, who was referred from a good friend of mine named Mike. Mike has a Viper, and before I get to too much blabbing, let me tell you guys what we're doing. We are going to convert our Viper to an ACR, okay? An ACR Extreme. What does that mean? That means the hood louvers, the canards, the front splitter, the rear wing, and the rear diffuser. The rear diffuser is what we're going to be adding onto the Viper. I thought I would tow the car out there because, you know, it's not exactly insured just yet. It's taking a bit longer than it's supposed to, but in either event, I want to take you guys along for the ride. So we're going to be towing the Viper in that box with my truck right over here. My truck is a little feline compared to this beast right over here. Obviously this thing is much more towing capacity, but my V8 5.7 Hemi right over here still does its justice and can tow about 12,750 pounds with the Ram. This thing could probably tow like 20,000 pounds, but we don't have this in our garage just yet. In the meantime, we're going to latch the trailer onto my truck, head on home, load up the Viper, wake up in the morning, and drive over to Sacramento. Once we get up there, I'm going to show you guys the install process. This gentleman's diffusers are great quality and they're reasonably priced. So I'm going to link him in a few minutes in the description. So if you have a Viper and you want a rear diffuser, make sure you contact this good man and get your hands on a diffuser. I'll show you the install process here today. I'm going to link him there because I want all of you guys to enjoy the same benefits that I get to enjoy with my Viper converting it to an ACR. There's Wally. All right, guys, so it is now the morning after. We are going out to Sacramento. The car is not yet in the trailer. It's sitting right back over there. We are gonna pop this thing open, pull the Viper into the trailer, get on our way. We got a little bit of a later start than we wanted to, but no rush really. We're gonna work on the car tomorrow morning. I'm gonna stay the night in Sacramento, get to Mad Raps at around 8 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, and then we will start working on the rear diffuser of the car, which is supposed to be right down over there. So you guys will see the ACR diffuser on here, the entire installation process and how that all works. I know it's a very complex diffuser. You guys will see all of the details and the engineering behind it. And yeah, let's pull this Viper into the trailer right over there and enjoy the ride while I drive up north to Sacramento. All right, so I'm gonna enjoy not scraping the back of my car when I exit driveways. I only had the car for about a week, and I enjoyed not scraping the rear diffuser, which this one doesn't have, but it's nice not having to worry about scraping it up. So we're just gonna hop out of this driveway, scrapes nothing, and the rear scrapes absolutely nothing. It's so nice not having to worry about that teeth cringing scrape that we've, it's so heartbreaking when you hear that thing get banged up on like a dry. Quite the tight squeeze there, but we got this. Quite the tight squeeze there. All right, we got to go a little bit to the right and keep straight. Let's do it. Okay, so we've got the Viper loaded up. Here it is, looking really pretty per usual. Let's see the straps. Yep, it passed the sniff test. Let's check this one. Oh, gotta go. Gotta go. You've got to do that. Yeah, oh, look at that. And so what do you know? Everything passes the sniff test. You always want to make sure they're all the way down. That's what my buddy Wally told me. And he's got all kinds of straps here for all kinds of cars. So if, again, if you're in need of a trailer and you're in SoCal, this one's awesome. It also comes with 4 race ramps, which we didn't use today. What you heard scraping earlier wasn't the actual car. There's this little scrape pad thing that I hate that the non-ACR Vipers have. It's the stupidest thing. It's like a plate that hangs this much below the front end, which I'll show you. You probably already saw it from the video, but the stupidest thing. Well, we have a little bit of a situation here. I'm gonna have to break this news to Mr. Wally. It looks like the key broke. How the hell that happened, I couldn't tell you, but there it is. Okay, so my concern was that the key that broke, this one right over here, as you guys could see, would not fit into those. But guess what? As prepared as Mr. Wally is with his locks, they are in fact interchangeable. And as prepared as Wally is with his trailer, I happen to discover a master lock with 2 keys. So my good friend Wally, I'm gonna donate you this master lock for the side door over here. It's got 2 keys in case you break one like other idiots do. You got a spare. We have finally arrived to Mad Raps, and I think I came to the right place. I was rudely interrupted by a 9-liter 2017 Viper ACR. This is a Calvo car. I was being told that he wants it to be a little bit more quiet. Actually, he doesn't. His wife does. So now we have pulled my stock SRT Viper into the shop right over here, which is a beautiful shop. When you guys come on over here, you see a bike, a deck top here. This looks like a Viper right over here. I'll have to pull the cover off later on. The wing is a dead giveaway that this is a Viper. And I'll show you his Viper. And we've got, of course, the very stock, temporarily very stock. Wow, these lights are great. Should get a set of these in my garage. Make any car look good under these lights. What made you kind of make this diffuser for the Viper?
So when I bought my first Viper, the goal was always to get to an ACR Extreme. And when I purchased, I went from a Gen 4 to a Gen 5, or I'm sorry, Gen 3 to a Gen 5. I just didn't have the capital to buy an ACR at the time. So it kind of started as like just for fun. I was doing this for me. When I was going through the process of building the diffuser with a friend of mine who was basically doing the fab work and some back and forth, all of a sudden people started like, oh, that looks pretty cool. What are you going to retail it for? Never intended to retail it, but as we got it installed, just kind of the feedback on it was really positive and overwhelming. And so we're on our, we just did our third round of 10 kits. So we've got 20 plus kits installed on Vipers now. So we just finished up our front splitter and we're gonna keep going.
Awesome. So you guys heard it from the man himself. I'm getting mine installed today. You guys get to see the entire process, which is fun and exciting for all of us. So you'll see that it's how extensive this diffuser is. It's not like just taking those eBay diffusers and just drilling up and saying that's it, we're done. No, this is an actual. The extended pieces come to right around where this tailpipe and exhaust pipe is on the Viper. Not really a tailpipe because it comes out of the side, right? So it comes all the way till about here on the car. So it's nearly to the center of the vehicle, and it does channel quite a bit of air out from the rear. And you could see that if you're driving in the rain, all the mist that's produced underneath the car as you drive over a puddle of water, you could see it channel out from the strakes on a diffuser. So I'm going to show you guys the full process. The car's already in the air. We've already started pulling out some of the pieces. I'm not going to do much of the work. He's going to do it all because he's a pro. But you guys will see how easily you guys can do this at your house. And he ships to the lower 48 states for a very reasonable amount. And what I like most about what Brian told me was, and when I asked him, I said, wow, that's pretty inexpensive for such extensive work. And he says it's because I want people to enjoy the luxuries of having the ACR, not with the premium. So his margins are very little on it as to what he takes home. I think it's more of a passion thing to help the Viper community. If you don't have an ACR and you love the diffuser, you can now get that. Mad Wraps will be linked in the description below. They are the first link in the description. As he mentioned, this is his third round of 10 batches that he does. I know he's already sold about 4 or 5 of them. A few of you guys have already DM'd me asking me if you can set one aside to get shipped out. So if you want this diffuser on your Viper, make sure you guys act on it ASAP. When I say the pricing is very fair, it really is fair considering all the work. All right, so here are all the pieces to the rear diffuser right over here. So this is like as close to the ACRs as you're going to get for the price you're looking to pay. And what these are here are the strakes right over here. That is the base plates that these guys will mount into. As you can see, these are the mounting plates, these are the base plates, and those are the strakes. And this is exactly what you're going to see on my car. All this minus the nuts and bolts, of course, but I'll show you guys that process too. So you've got 3 on this end, 3 on this end, mounting plate, base plates right over here. You'll see how great it looks on the car, and you guys are going to like those. You're going to want this on your Viper as well. How long does the installation process take from A to Z?
The first one, probably 2.5, 3 hours. After that, they're pretty much like a 2-hour job if you're chugging.
Awesome.
Obviously, most people should only have to install one.
So what are those black plates actually called? Because I call them base plates, but I don't think that's what they're called.
Yeah, so it's just a closeout panel. So the Viper ACR has a carbon fiber tunnel, could also be called, that goes here, and then we just kind of copied them as close as we could without bumping into things. Used all the factory mounting points, as you can see.
So I see 5 bolts on the left side, 5 on the right side. So those are the exact same position bolts that are on the car. You don't have to drill anything, right?
Nope. And then there'll just be one self-tapping screw in that corner, just so that corner can't hang or catch wind. Okay, cool. But it's, I mean, it's not going anywhere. Just it's in there.
So we've got those. What are those trays called? I keep butchering the names of these things. What are those trays called?
We just call them closeouts or tunnels.
Okay. So the tunnels are on, and now we have 2 additional pieces that you've just added. What are those things?
So these are going to be the mounts for the center strakes, and then again, these are just on one of the factory points too. So these will be your centers. So you can kind of get everything hung, and you can actually get all 6 of the strakes hanging from the back of the car. That allows you to get your spacing right before you do your drilling.
Cool. So you can move these around and get them to your liking. An easy way to measure it is with these little teeth in here. As you guys can see, they have this little these guys over here that you can use as your center points. And it looks like how we're looking on ours. So that one, okay, so this is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Quite easy, quite easy.
So you've been asked the template question. Do we provide a template? The only strake that's not adjustable is the one that's actually made to fit right here. So once this is on, really the spacing's up to you in the body shop. I mount mine widest here, and then I evenly space the centers. It's pretty, do the same thing every single time, and it looks exactly like the ACR does.
We actually happen to have a 2017 ACR, the one that you guys heard earlier. I'm going to show you guys what his diffuser looks like and how close we're going to get ours to it. Watch this. So obviously you guys could see how this guy, the second to the right over here, is just outside of that diffuser, the dip down right there. And if you look at it from here, you could see how the diffuser kind of channels at a direction. And that's exactly how the diffuser we're putting on the red one, mine, is also going to be. So there it is from the back. We still have a couple more bolts to put in, obviously you guys saw, but this is pretty much the positioning of how they will sit. And obviously you'll see it when the car is down. We're gonna put this next to the ACR and also next to Brian's beautiful car that's right back over there. So the diffuser is complete and it looks better than I ever imagined it to look. I mean, this is, you know how I like to build suspense with you guys. It's just, you could probably see the reflection within my smile because I'm so happy about it. Check this out, guys. And there she is. Of course, I'll take another video when it's on the ground and everything. Wow. I'll send the camera under the car too so you guys can see what it looks like underneath. Absolutely stunning. All right, you guys are going down there. Just perfect, exactly what I wanted it to look like. We had to add the signature pinstripes there on the back. You guys know all of my cars have the pinstripes on the diffuser. So, a little add in there. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. If you're a Viper guy, you can either DM me or you could DM Brian himself. His Instagram is linked in the description below, the first link. So hit him up and get yours on your way. He makes batches of 10 at a time. This is batch number 3 right now. And I think already 5 or 6 of them have sold. Behind me we have the stock-ish Viper. Or next to it we have the ACR-ish Viper. And next to it, we have the ACR. No ish, just ACR. So I'm gonna show you guys how this turned out. We're gonna start out with the ACR first. Can't really see much because the pinstripes are not there. But when you roll on over to Brian's car, you can see his because it's pinstriped with neon green. And then you come over to the stockish one, and you see that. They are pretty much identical across the board. Amazing. Price of an ACR rear diffuser, a measly $7,500. Consumer price for Brian's, how much are these things going for?
$19.50 shipped.
$19.50 shipped. Now guys, you saw the installation process. It wasn't that difficult. If you've got a couple power tools at home to drill some small holes and you got a couple screwdrivers, you could probably get the job done in 2 hours, 3 hours max. If you don't know what you're doing, take it to a body shop. I can only imagine it would take them an hour and a half to do it. They probably do this all day long. But what a sight to see here. It's like a snake pit, isn't it? Look at this. Wow. Impressive. I am impressed. My drive up north to Sacramento, well worth my time. And now I need a wing on my car, don't I?
A big wang.
A big wang. You guys want to see a big wang on this thing? Comment below. That's a wrap over here. Make sure you guys check out his Instagram. It is linked in the description below. It's the first link in the description below. Shoot him a follow, like his photos, show some support. That's the best way to show my appreciation for all the work he's done on my car. And it won't be the last time you guys see him or his beautiful car on the channel. We do plan to do some collabs together in the very near future. And with that, hope you enjoyed the vlog. Make sure you guys subscribe, give it a thumbs up, the subscribe button. In case you guys can't see it, it's that big red button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Push the button. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.